Hey all, Machine Washable here, and today we have a Spirit Halloween 2014 tier list. So this is one of my favorite years of all time, and I absolutely cannot wait to get into this tier list, so let's just go ahead and get started. We have a lot of cool props I see. First we have the original Harvester. This guy isn't bad, I'm pretty sure he was pretty affordable. Very just like, good prop, I'm gonna say B tier. Next, Possessed Wall Hanger. She was so creepy, I love her audio, I love how she can just like hang on the wall and she looks around. Her face looks great. A tier. Peekaboo Penny. Oh my gosh. I honestly just S tier. She's incredible. You know, she has that crazy pop-up head motion, and you don't expect that, especially that fast. You don't expect her to do that. Next, Broken Spine Girl, considered one of the best Spirit Halloween animatronics of all time. Easily S tier. One of my favorites of all time for sure. Lunging Lily. Okay, I'm actually gonna move Possessed Wallhanger to S tier and put Lunging Lily to S tier so we can have all the added girls together just because they're so iconic all together. I think they're all amazing props. So yeah, Lunging Lily S tier. Next we have the Electrified Maniac guy. I really like how he had that kind of light up face, and his animation was super creepy. He was like violently moving around. Very cool prop. A tier. Evil Mad Scientist guy. He's so awesome. This year has so many just incredible animatronics, so bear with me here. But I'm gonna say A tier as well. I love how his mask kind of like shoots down, and his mouth movement is very quick and rapid. And I don't know, he's just a really good prop overall. Next, Coat Rack Monster. I kind of wish that they made his mechanism a little different, but I do love him. I think he's one of the most creepy, like, jump scare animatronics. I think he's one of the creepiest jump scare animatronics because he really just blends into his surroundings. Like, I've seen videos where people will have him in like their front entryway, and it looks just like a coat rack with some hats and stuff, and then it pops up, and he's a really effective scare. However, his face kind of like folds in, which like is weird. It makes the face all strange. But I'm gonna have to say B tier. If he was better quality, and if his mechanism was a little bit different, he would be higher. Next is the original Romantique doll. This was the first year that she was out, actually, and she was so awesome. She was so creepy. I like this one a lot more than Roaming Rosie. I'll say A tier. Ghost Riding Book, solid prop. I have this one, no complaints. A tier. Untimely Death. Probably one of the creepiest Spirit Halloween animatronics of all time. It's just so unsettling. I'm so happy that I have her, and she was actually my first life size ever, so that's exciting. S tier for sure. The Ghost Lamp, I actually haven't seen this one like activate. I'm pretty sure I've seen photos of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it in person or actually like seen videos. But I kind of like the idea, just like the face and the lamp is creepy. I'm gonna have to say B tier. Barnyard Butcher, a little bit overrated, but this guy is so cool. He has so much movement. He's just terrifying. He's very good for the price as well. Probably S tier. I know that this one's gonna have a lot of S tiers and A tiers. I just love 2014. Next we have See-Through Cindy. I love the name. It's kind of like a pun. It's funny. It reminds me a lot of the Shotgun Blast Zombie, how it has just like a hole straight through it. But I love this one. The name is funny. It looks awesome. It was pretty good quality from what I remember. So A tier. Next is I think this is the Berserker Zombie. He was also really awesome. I'm going to have to put him in A tier as well. Very, very cool animatronic. Limiting Zombie Boy. Don't get me started. This guy is so cool. I love all that animation he has. He reminds me a lot of Rosemary. But he was pretty inexpensive as well, which is awesome. So probably A tier as well. Next, the Zombie Swing Girl, iconic, one of the most iconic Spirit Halloween props, maybe besides like Jumping Spider and Sitting Scarecrow. But I just love this prop so much. The audio is, once you hear it one time, it's not gonna leave your head. It's just that la 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 la. It's so funny. Probably S tier. I do love this prop. She's so creepy. She just looks like, she looks so, love it though. Jumping Dog. This one, in my opinion, is on the weaker side for the jumping props. You know, it doesn't really make sense that it has like black clothing and it's only half a dog. Spirit loves to make half dogs for some reason. I'm gonna have to say C tier. I think the black clothing didn't really work on him just because it doesn't make sense. Like with a spider, with jumping spider, there's cobwebs. It makes sense, but I don't really get it. Tire swing boy, probably on the worst side for this year, which is actually not really saying that much because this year has some really good props. So the fact that he's on the worst side doesn't really say that much because if he were released in any other year, he probably would have been like a lot higher. But it's just, if you're comparing it to every other animatronic this year, he kind of falls flat. I'm gonna have to say C tier as well. Next, zombie toilet. This thing is so weird, but little story time. I feel like I'm always telling little story times in the series, but I found this one at my local Goodwill for $60, and it's like, and it has a broken belt, but it has the original box. It has like everything. It lights up. It makes the sound. I don't know how, but yeah, I think he's a little overhated. I do love this prop. I think it's really weird, but it's really cool. And the toilet is like actually surprisingly really big. So I'm gonna have to say B tier. He does have one spring, which is kind of weird. I just don't know why. And overall, he's just kind of a strange prop, but I do like him. Rosemary Zombie Girl. This S tier is getting so full. I love this prop so much. For the price, you got so much movement. She was so creepy. I also kind of love how they had Rosemary and Zombie Toilet in like a little like bathroom theme. Like that's so stupid, but it was so funny. I don't know. But she's really awesome, super creepy, great prop. Next is Pumpkin Nester. This guy, I would say, is a little bit overrated, but he's still cool. Like, there's a reason why people like him so much. I love his phrases. I love his voice. I love how he rocks around, and he's great. I'm gonna have to say A tier. Lurching Zombie, one of the most underrated animatronics this year. This guy is so creepy. I love how he lurches out, and you think that his activation is done, and then he kind of like pops forward. Super creepy. Very cool animatronic. I don't know how good his quality was, but I just love this guy. I'm gonna have to say A tier as well. Jack-o'-lantern, oh my, okay. He has very questionable quality, so he did break a lot, but I do love that super unique kind of lurching, lunging forward motion, especially with the hands and the arms, because he like lurches forward, but then also his hands shoot out. And it works together to make this really cool looking scare. And this guy would have been so much better if he was better quality, and I'm glad they're bringing him back this year, but I do wish that he was better quality for sure. Lil Nestor is next. He's a very toned down version of Pumpkin Nestor. He doesn't really like threaten you, but I do like this prop. I love his voice. It sounds like Peanuts and Charlie Brown. He's just a cool prop. I feel like it makes sense. I don't know if it's supposed to be like Pumpkin Nestor's son or Pumpkin Nestor when he was a kid, but I'm gonna have to say A tier as well. The fact that we have nothing below C tier is actually crazy, although we are probably gonna, if you see in this bottom tier, we might have some props that are gonna be lower. So next we have Witch of Stolen Souls. This prop is so cool. I love that lantern with the hands that are like begging, like there's little voices that are like, please let us out. And she looks awesome. I love her audio. I love her kind of like circling motion. She was a little bit overpriced, but as a prop, she was incredible. A tier. Wow. Yeah, A tier has so many props. Wow. Okay. This streak of really good reviews is coming to an end. Pop-up werewolf. This is the faultiest Spirit Halloween animatronic of all time. No doubt at all. Even faultier than Broken Spine Girl. I don't think there's any still working pop-up werewolf. So F tier. The quality was just horrible, and when he did work, he wasn't even that cool. You know, he was just a pop-up prop with some weird like danger, like wooden board. I don't know. It was stupid. So F tier for him. Next, we have the I forget his name. He's the pop-up guy, the pop-up grave guy. I don't know. Pop-up grave zombie. That's his name. He's cool. I do like how he pops kind of like up, but like back kind of. Like he's facing down and then he pops up to show his face. Because he's basically like a grave. He's like in a grave and then it's cool. I don't know. I like it. He only has one spring though, which is kind of a problem. You know, he doesn't go up that fast, he kind of just rises up. But he was kind of underrated in my opinion. I did like this prop. I'm going to say A tier. Next, Helga Toad Gutter. I didn't know if this prop was annoying or like really cool, but it was kind of somewhere in the middle. I did like how it was like she was holding her head and it was like moving back and forth and her head was talking and she looked really evil, like she was a witch, but also she was just super annoying and she was just yapping. So I really could not tell you. I'm gonna have to say B tier with her. Actually, maybe C tier. She just got very annoying very fast. Next, we have the towering pumpkin guy. That's not his name. Cornstalker. He's so creepy. This was back when we barely would ever have tall Spirit Halloween animatronics. Like, I'm pretty sure the tallest one that we ranked so far is like maybe Lurching Zombie. He was like 6 feet. But Cornstalker was 7 feet and he moved side to side and his hands were up. He was very cool. This was before we had a bunch of tall animatronics all the time. So he's really awesome. I'm going to say A tier. Very good voice acting and just overall good prop. Next, Jumping Cat. Probably the worst jumping prop of all time, I would say. It's just kind of annoying. However, I do like the green. The green eyes is a cool use of like different LEDs. They could have just made its eyes red or like white, but they chose green, which I think strangely fits really well. And I'm just going to put it in C. I've heard that its audio is from like a cat, like a online try not to laugh cat video. I don't know. It's weird. It just doesn't, it's a weird prop. Same thing with the black clothing, black cloth. It should not be like that. I don't know why they decided to do half of the prop and then just like black cloth. It's weird. All right, second to last, we have the grave, like pop. I don't know what this one's called. It's like the skull, jumping skull with tombstone. That's what it's called. I liked how this one, how it was a skull and or it was a tombstone, and then it popped forward, and the tombstone went down. I thought that was cool. Its audio is kind of weird. It made like spider sounds, kind of a little bit like creature. I don't know. It was kind of weird, but cool prop overall. And then lastly, Pop-Up Zombie. This guy is fast. This guy is terrifying. He's gotten me so many times in my life, so I'm gonna have to say A tier. So this is my Spirit Halloween 2014 tier list. This year was so incredible. I wish that we would have a lineup this good, this scary, this versatile. We had so many just like different kinds of props here. So thank y'all so much for watching this video. Let me know what y'all think of my list in the comments down below, and I'll see y'all later.